All right, taking a look at Thermogenic Kyle, who's been getting coached by me for a while, playing in the Clutch Academy draft tournament over last weekend. He actually did really well. They ended up making it to grand finals, lost to Envor. This was early on, though, in the tournament, so he said he struggled pretty hard in this match, and just going to take a look at it and see what we can pick up on. Cool, so off the start, you are pushing through to C. I think, and I know that this is a tournament where you're calming with people. I feel like this kind of push is fine if we're coordinating it. I feel like, though, it looks like your team is planning on like playing for camo more directly. So I wonder if it'd be better for you to just jump like Mangler Pit, fight for camo. You also touch that, which kind of alerted this guy. You can actually squeeze this wall or jump over the stronghold, and it won't give them an alert that you're here. And I actually think that this is going to be what we're going to be talking about for most of this, is just you get this guy 1, 2, 3, 4 shots and you're still half shields. So you've got to get hit 3 more times. He's hit you twice, you've hit him 4 times, and you end up losing this fight. And it's because of how much you're strafing. So I am generally a very, very minimal strafer. I strafe to hit my shots. I don't ever strafe to try to make people miss unless I'm like one shot when they see me and I'm just dead to rights. So I want you to start thinking about strafing more as just a rhythm thing to keep your shot in line instead of this kind of like dance. Like you're trying too hard to strafe here. Focus more on hitting your shots, especially when you know that you're up in a fight, versus trying to strafe to make people miss, because you don't have to have them miss. You were already winning that battle by a lot. Okay, this is good. You're getting the zone. You're also getting a little bit of damage. Not a good play by Cognos here. I feel like there's a lot of indecision, but looks like we're finally picking to go. Not on you, unless you're not talking with Delusional Soul, but you two need to just hit this together. He was full shields as he came across there, so it wasn't that he was getting shot and getting trapped. If you two just hit this together, we win this fight. But instead, he's a little late. Yeah, don't, like, when we are not in control, we don't want to stand and shoot across the map. It's just, it's wasting time. Those guys are not getting pushed by any of our teammates, so this guy should never actually die to anyone. Like, you need to be working like how Cognos is trying to get through the pit. Like, if instead of doing this, you just spawn up and you go straight this way and get up here with Cognos, that's great. Shroud's not up, so you can't do anything that way. The other option is to get in white with your teammates. We can push this way. Obviously, this crosser is going to make things hard, but you also have an option to deal with that too. If you spawn here, you can go long, and you can be the one to hit this route and to deal with the crosser. But the longer you stand here, the worse things are going to get for our team. Also jumped out like in the middle of dead space and just took a ton of damage for free. So again, if you just like walk down these stairs and get in the pit, you're still alive with your teammates, and we're breaking this. But now we're like down super heavy on numbers, and we're just going to be staggering time even further. Right now, again, my first thought when we spawn at C is check for Shroud. Still not up yet, so that's fine. My second thought is which teammate can I get to? If Cognos is still alive from last life, so probably not him, but you can get with, I think this is Woo Pockets, and you guys can hit this together or go glass together. And then maybe by the time that you both spawn, your fourth teammate will spawn, and the Shroud will be up, and he can grab it. And Shroud, you guys let you through, but we're splitting off. It was Delusional Soul. And yeah, it's really hard to like fight these guys straight up. What we want to do almost always off of a break is kind of send people in different directions and back up the crosser. So there's a couple ways that we can do this. Number one, like, you can time this to where you're like setting mid white stairs and you've got another guy that's setting like right here, and you say, hey, we're going to shoot the crosser in 1, 2, 3, and then you turn and shoot him at the exact same time. So neither of you reveal yourself until you're both shooting. And that'll like back him up really quick, and then you guys can get through very fast. The other option is like we send 2 people this way, we send 2 people the other way, and we just kind of hope that it works out, like that we'll win one lane or the other. Almost always on recharge where teams are setting up, this is the weak side, so there's one guy here, and then there's a bunch of guys in this doorway, and maybe somebody like Needles. At least from my experience too, this is like one of the easiest ways to break this, just because you're not really getting shot by the crossers. You can walk to where your line of sight to this door is kind of blocked by the bridge, shoot this guy back, and then we can get here, then we can jump in. And if we do that as a team, it kind of works out as well. Who's drawing a bunch of attention now. So like just him getting through, even if he doesn't win this fight, it lets you get the ability to get in gold, which will eventually win this for us. Yeah, he did so much here. Getting this guy's one shot, just nice. Big kill by Cognis. Another just minor tip, set a little bit deeper in these doorways. Like don't stand like right here where the grenades are going to bounce. Like walk back a little bit. You can still see this cross if we're going to hold it. Like you can see big door and you can see glass, and that's really all you're shooting at, is you're shooting them to make them weak when they approach your teammate, and your teammate's going to be shooting guys coming these ways to make them weak as they approach you. I actually really like setting on this bench, because almost everyone who comes Mangler will just walk right past me. I can punch him in the back, and you can still see what you need to see from here. So holding top A, again, your main job is to not look this way. If we're going to hold crosses, we don't want to shoot the guys coming at us. We want to shoot the guys approaching our teammates.
Active camo inbound.
And like, see the whole problem, I guess, just to illustrate why holding crosses kind of sucks, is like both of you are paying attention to this. Like we're really hard focused over here, and watch what happens on this side of the map. This guy gets through while we're staring this way, and then these two get through, and now your weak side is dead, and we're just going to start crumbling. Again, I prefer like going for trip caps and just not holding zones, but if you are going to hold them, like you have to be really disciplined to watch for your teammates, because you guys just lost all control on that.
Stronghold Charlie is ours. Shock rifle inbound.
Yeah, and it's going to be really hard to make anything happen now. Your teammate just died. Kind of just have to wait. Now we're like stagger pushing. We need to wait on our teammates all to spawn up, and then we'll make a push. Okay, this looks solid. I noticed you guys like to go top, so this may work out just because you guys time this push a lot better. Yeah, see what's happening when we time our push with our teammates? We break through. The other thing I was going to say, though, is it seems like my team has a lot more success when we stand on this box and slide and try to get to here, but you made it work. Just because we all 4 got up at the same time, like we actually reset this time, we get through. And even though you die, it's now a 3v2, and we should be making something happen on the map. Yeah, nice. And now they should be spawning C.
We've captured Bravo.
Your team scoring.
Yeah, this is just like reckless. Like, if we're gonna hold a setup, and again, I'm not the biggest fan of holding setups, but basically we either want you to set like at half wall and stare at this, stare at glass, or to get here and again stare at this, or you can get to like bat ledge. We don't want to fight down our lane. So if you're here, your job is to watch this cross. We don't want to turn and start shooting this direction, because whenever we're shooting this way, even if we win this fight, the guys who we are supposed to be watching for our teammate are going to start pushing through.
Your team scoring.
So like you're just trying to do too much here. Like pretty much if you're holding this like AB, you never want to be pushing out this way. We only want to push this way if we are pushing towards C. And now you see you die, but also because you die, now your teammates are going to start getting collapsed on. If the other team's fast, yeah, he gets through. And now that he's dead, they're just going to be all over the place. Not much to say there. It's just a horrible spawn. I mean, you could try to get with Wu and just get bottom A, but getting like, and I know there's a guy like right in front of you off your spawn, but if you can get into gold, you have won already. Because the whole part that's hard to break with these setups is getting past this dead space, like this area that it's hard to move through. If you can just get to here without dying, you've done so much for your team. So the longer that you're standing here shooting, if you could get the window to just get in here, you've done a whole lot more for us. Or again, now the shroud's up, we can work with that. If we can get into bottom A, like there's places that we just need to try to get to on the map, and the longer that we take to get there, the harder things are going to get for us. Like your main focus should be to try to shoot those guys back. Like I know you're trying to like shoot for your teammates or shoot this guy, and you kind of have to shoot him. But like the second he backs up, if you can shoot this guy and move him back, then your teammates will be able to push him. Found a nice timing, just missed your shots, but you get a trade.
Active camo inbound.
Again, like I'm constantly thinking about Shroud here. Camo's also coming up, which is another way to break. You're also like slightly off on your timing here. Like you see your teammates trying to get to you, but they're all shooting in the middle of the map. I actually kind of blame your teammates on this one for not going with you. But also I kind of blame you because maybe you should be playing for Camo, playing for Shroud, playing for something else. Don't really have too much to say about that life. Like you spawn up, you shoot with a teammate, we get a kill. It's fine. Alright, so we spawn here. We already have B. Your teammate just died at A. I think we're just like too far away from our teammates. Like you could be shooting for Cognis here and holding B, but the other thing is everybody's dead. Yeah, I mean he hits all 5 shots. He might not 5 you if you don't jump, but
Shock rifle inbound.
yeah, I mean you made him miss a whole lot, but I still feel like without all the strafing, we could make this work better because I think you're missing a lot of shots because of the strafe.
The real deal, Spartan. Shock rifle available.
We have numbers now though, so it's definitely go time. We'll also say, which this works out, you always go top A and you always go top gold. Have you ever thought about going like the bottom rounds?
Stronghold Bravo is ours.
Your team scoring.
Yeah, right now is like a good time that you could go be putting pressure on them. Again, you win the fight.
Shot caller.
I think you're going to have to slow down on the strafing some eventually, but you are making people miss. It's really hard to live here. Like, once you won that fight, if you consider just getting back into gold, it also helps. Ironically, probably, I'm not even thinking about this guy after he falls. I'm just going to see. But again, if your team's just holding 2, it's fine. Just the more that we fight back towards zones, the harder it is for us to keep control.
Plasma grenades obtained.
It's like the second time in this match too where I've noticed that you are pushing in front of everyone. You're not like in time with the rest of your teammates. You're way up the map before everyone else is ready to go. So you just need to have more of an internal timer and more of a, hey, can you push this with me?
Active camo available.
Enemy team scoring.
Like, again, the decision making to me is I would prefer the team to go to C, but I don't know what the play call is there.
We've captured Bravo.
Your team scoring.
This is another good example of just like over strafing. First, like, don't hang out here so long. Like, I want you to, when you take these paths, to literally slide off this box, look this way, shoot that guy as you're sliding, and just focus on getting in here. You don't want to take this like slow route to get through here.
Your
But let's see about this one. So you're up 1 shot right now. Just have confidence and hit this last shot and don't strafe so much. Be a little bit more left stick aim dependent instead of left stick strafe dependent.
enemy team scoring.
Stronghold Alpha.
Definitely probably a time to just
Your
hold position at this point. Nice win. Yeah, and this is all fine if we're holding zones. You are giving away your position now, though, so they may, like, flank you. Yeah, as we can see the guy coming through pipes. Just don't, like, beeline this so much. You know you don't have help here. Like, I generally stand here, or even, like, not even shooting them. Like, I want them to get in the zone, because I'm going to get free shots on them, because the first thing they're going to do when they stand in the zone is look tower. And if you're, like, here, just making sure nobody's flanking, the second they step in, you can walk up this way and shoot them in the side.
Feeling that one tomorrow.
Instead, like, we kill that guy, but this guy gets through and things are going to get awkward for us now. Well, he's full storing. Yep, Cognis is your only surviving teammate, so just trying to keep him alive. Unfortunately, you get caught by a good grenade timing.
team scoring. Enemy team nearing victory.
Definitely a lot of indecision here, like shoot the crosser back and get in, or just hold position.
Team scoring.
Active camo inbound.
This is a little bit better, but again, like, I don't want to shoot this guy as he comes around the corner. I want to have a little bit more trigger discipline. I want him to actually touch this zone just to guarantee a kill. Because the second that he walks here and you shoot him, he's just going to back up, and now it's no longer a kill. So if you just hang out here, and again, you can get eyes, this way and then let him into the zone, he's now trapped because there's no escape at that point, and you can shoot him in the side. But instead, we're going to reveal our position early, and he's just going to wait until he has a damage advantage on us. Or you see they'll make a play towards something else because they know that you're here and you're out of the picture of that.
Stronghold Alpha lost.
Enemy team scoring.
We've captured Bravo.
Nice kill.
The enemy has captured Charlie.
Finally playing a little bit of tempo here, like they're capping C, but we took A underneath them. This is why we have to back up a little bit from the doorway so we don't get hammered with grenades. You can actually hide on this box as well, and just like set in this corner, and they'll start capping the zone and not know that you're here. Another thing you could do when you're down shields is just hide here. And again, the goal is like you don't have to stop them from getting in the zone. You just have to stop them from capping the zone. That's really unfortunate. Like 2 dead, and we're just spending a whole lot of time holding the zone that we already have, where we could just be pushing out map and forcing the game to them. You do it eventually, it's just a little late. And you tie this fight, but again, like I think without the overstrafing, you probably just win this straight up. Like he went one shot before you did.
Plasma grenades acquired. They'll be
Nice.
that one tomorrow. Shock rifle inbound.
I think this is like taking up negative space, and again, if this is what the play call is, then so be it. But like my thought process here is like, nice, we just got that kill. They're going to be focused on B. I can go this way, and like as you get here, these guys will be jumping out here, and then you can start capping C as they're leaving. But instead now
Feeling that one.
they're capping the zone, and we're wasting time going backwards, like doubling back to something we already have. And if we are going to double back, like at this point with everybody dead, you might as well just go in gold and like try to get control of gold first and then get in. Which I know that the time is, we're in kind of a time crunch, but just going front while we're down numbers is just too dangerous, as you can see. And I think that's going to be the match. Yeah, so overall, I mean, you've got a lot better, and there's definitely better examples of your gameplay from this tournament than this one, but I will say the biggest things that we need to really focus in on is not trying to overstrafe and not trying to be the first person to the fight always. We want to try to arrive at the fights at the same time as our teammates. And in this kind of environment, like you can say, hey, can we push C? And if they say, yeah, then we can all push together. If they can't push C, then we know, and we can just hold position. So small talk a little bit more, recognize, read the map, understand, like, hey, they're already capping B, let's go C, whatever. And then just slow down on the strafing. It's better to hit your shots than to make people miss shots. So hopefully this helps. Glad to get back into reviewing some things with you. And yeah, thanks.